Yeah, Joe, can you guys hear me, by the way? I don't know if the volume's on or not. If you can hear me, yeah, it helps keeps with the inventory, pricing, a little bit of everything. It's got so much stuff that I find I've been buying duplicates lately, and I want to make sure I have everything I know I have. Hey, what's up, Discovery? Can you hear me, JB? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just it just keeps track of all my stuff. I found I've been ordering a couple duplicates lately, and I'm just trying to narrow it down. But I'm just on here bored, so I figured I might as well stream while I'm doing it. So you picked the most boring one to come to, JB. And ironically, there is smooth jazz in the background.
This is Journey into Mystery with Thor, number 118, the first appearance of the Destroyer. It's a low grade book. I picked it off the auction. While you got you on here, JB, I'm going to show you what I picked up today, though. I got one of my dream books today. I already had Ultimate Fallout 4, but see if I can get a better view on this. I picked up that bad boy today. Jurdovic? I don't really know how to say his name, but I love that cover. Oh, did you? That's awesome, JB. I love that book. I was like, I was gonna try to get the new. I was gonna get Nick's 3 9.8, but I got that one instead. I got it. It was a little bit cheaper than the other one was, so I just grabbed that one instead. Oh. So I'm trying to enter all my books and I had for the last couple of months. Just picked up the software the other day, and I like it so far. I was just using the GPA software, and I didn't like it that much because this one keeps track of raw books, everything. This one I'm entering is Amazing Spider-Man 101. I don't know if anybody here knows what Amazing Spider-Man 101 is, but first appearance of Morbius. I had a few pieces of his original art, so I kind of got this just to go with that. I'm working on putting a couple frame pieces together. It's not the biggest of grades, but I got it in at a 6.5. Which presents really well. I think it actually looks better than a 6.5, but there might be some interior wear on it, some damages. This was kind of a book I kind of got out of the spec book. 4 Kids Walk Into the Bank. I got it really cheap too. I think I spent $25 for it, slab 9.8 autographs. So when I saw the deal on it, I kind of just grabbed it. They only made 251 of these copies too. So if it ever does do anything, it could pick up here the Windy City variant. I like how you can keep track of the signs on the signatures on the shirt too. Squatchy, what's your dream grail? The Gibbon Gang. Of course, whoever watched my channels knows I got about 5 copies of this. You'll see in 1 second. Seems like even every time I get rid of one of these, I get another one back. Luckily, they're coming back in better condition. This one always messes me up the lettering because it goes with the original lettering numbering, but it doesn't. But it's a different volume, which is weird. It's always a pain to find this one. Maybe it's just Avengers. I think this is it. Is this it? Nope. Damn it. If anybody can help me on this one. Avengers 684. It's always a pain to find this in any of the databases. And every time I find it, I'm like, oh, I won't do. Oh, I think I just found it. It is autographed also. Oh yeah, that Lucille one. That is a nice book. I do have one, a cool Walking Dead coming out, the Negan one. The Here's Negan. They only made 100 of them. I got one of that getting graded right now. That's pretty much my only Negan book I have. Batgirl, number 30. Definitely got this because of the cover. Gorgeous cover on this book. Yeah, when I saw that, I had to get it. I only spent I think it was only like $30, but I love that cover. Another classic one. I had a couple Incredible Hulks. I might as well do them all at once. I picked a lot of Incredible Hulks up today. These ones I didn't get today, but found a place with back issues. I found a couple $80 back issues in really good condition. I mean, these were just okay condition, but they were in really good condition. They were quite a bit of money, but I got them for $6 each, which is nice. That's something that always seems to sell fairly well, is old Incredible Hulk. This one's the classic Wolverine, the Hulk and his reflection on his blades. I think everybody should have one of those in their collection. This one is not the first Immortal Hulk, but the first Professor Hulk. Even though it doesn't say it on there, but still the first Professor Hulk. All right, another classic one. Number 47. The first He-Man on a DC comic. Got this bad boy in 9.6. Yeah, for sure, Barbarian. That's some of my favorite work he did is in the old Hulk books. This one I got in mystery box, the Nixie cover. I believe they only made 250 of these covers, or maybe 200. The book didn't do as well as everybody thought it was. This one's crashed in prices, but I mean, this one's still valued at 90. But I mean, at one time that book was going for 200 bucks. I never would have paid that much for it. But the next one is one of my favorite Image titles. Has awesome covers on it too. It's almost like creepy classic. Hey, Squashy, have you thought about applying to CGC to get yellow labels for you? I think you should do it, man. Your art is ridiculous. I know I'd send mine off for yellow labels if you were doing it with those guys. I love the stuff I got from you. Another Incredible Hulk. Oh yeah, I got that. That was a pretty cool cover. It wasn't that price wise. You can still buy it from the, which is crazy. If you go on eBay, I wouldn't buy it from there. You can actually go to the website that originally sold it, and they still got some available for that, Squatchy. At 9.8, the first book Todd McFarlane actually did the cover for, I believe, for Incredible Hulk. Yeah, he did the cover and the interiors. This is his first art book for them, something of that nature. Oh boy. It's unknowncomicsbooks.com. They actually they're the ones they did the special for, and they still have them in stock. I think they're 30 bucks. But if you buy 2 books, you get one for free, and there's a couple I want on there. So if you want that one, you can make out some kind of deal or something. We'll just buy all 3 books and split them 3 ways. Everybody knows what this one is. Nope, not that one. This is my next big book I think I'm going to get. The Land, but those are so damn expensive right now. What's up, Hawaiian Punch? Just bored, entering some books in. Oh. This one was one I loved the cover on, then I found a virgin version of it. A lot of these new ones, if I just like the art, I try to go for the virgin version. So I can just get all the art on there. Let me see if I can find it on here. Yep. Nope, that's not it. I never seen that one before. That's kind of cool. That's the one I got. Maybe. No, I can't tell which one I got. I can't tell which ones are which. What's different? I see what's different about that one. I wonder if they just put the wrong cover on the A one. A should be trade dress, I think. So I'm just going to go with B. On this one, they have a ton of images already up over here. And if they don't have one, you can search and find the images on the web and put them up yourself, which is nice. Because I'm like, well, one of those people, if I'm doing it, I want it all to be done. I don't want to like just half-ass it, which just takes me so long to do stuff sometimes because it's a process. This one I definitely don't have I don't have it in the condition I wanted in, but I saw a cheap copy of it, so I grabbed it. Volume 2, number 1. It's a tough book to get graded with the black edges. I only got it an 8.0. That's probably my next upgrade I do to get a better version because they're pretty reasonable still. An 8.0, I don't even know I have it. This is a book I got for free. I don't know too much about it, but I'll enter it in just so it's in my database. What's up, Thorough? Thorough, I wanted to show you a book. Now that I got you on here, I'm going to show it to you. Thorough, I got a book that I am putting up on your auction. Are you a Power Rangers fan, Thorough, at all? I don't know if you're full tomorrow. But I have a book for your St. Jude's. I ordered it just for that. Not that, I'm just kidding. That's cool. Not that either. I'm just going to show it. I'm going to show you this one too, Thorough, since you didn't see it earlier. Picked that up today. It's my new baby. But this I got for the St. Jude's auction. It's a Make-A-Wish book. So I figured for a kid's charity it'd be good. 9.8 Power Rangers number 40 is a GPA of about 80. So if you want to give everybody a heads up, I'm going to put that up on your St. Jude ones. Let me know if you have a spot maybe later on tonight or something I can jump on and do this and have a couple other lots I kind of want to try to do too. But I know you're probably booked up for tomorrow already. Otherwise, maybe go on Strictly Comics on Sunday, maybe at the end, and throw this up there for them. Yeah, so if you'd let everybody know this and be on there, I want to raise a little bit for it, at least raise as much as I got for it. So I'll have that up there and put it up. All right, let me put these back now. I'm going to do one more stack, guys, and I have to get off and start picking up before my wife comes home tomorrow. Oh. So I got this next 3 and a lot on eBay. Hit it buy now for $280. And one of these books I was gonna buy for 100, so I was like, yeah, I'll just shoot him an offer, see if he'll take it. 180, and he took it, which I'm surprised on. Where's it at now? I think it's this volume. Yeah. So I got this one. I got this one. And this one. So all three of those are autographed, and the first one is sketched. So it's I got all three of these 9.8s, all three autographed, and all three sketched for 180 bucks. So I thought it was a really good deal. The sketch in the first one, the signed and sketched in the first one. That is Donnie Cates, aka Sir Donnie Cates. And they don't really have a sketch feature on here, so what I'll do is add the name again and put sketch afterwards, so I know it's signed and sketched by Donnie Cates. The next one is just signed by Donnie Cates, but they're all three yellow labels. Did you watch? That's what I was just asking you about, man. That's sick. I hope you get it, man. I was like, I love your art you have in your books. So the GPA on these three books alone are, let me see what this one is. It was 50 and 115 and 46. So you had 120 and 205 in GPA, and that's not including the autographs. And this one's dual signed by Donnie Cates and Jeff Shaw. What's up, Immortal Biggie? Just finally getting my collection put away. I'm getting sick of everybody talking shit about my stacks. Just kidding. I'm getting sick of my wife yelling at me, honestly. Detective Comics 1000. This is the pain in the ass one, finding the variants for the 1000 book. There's literally like 100 variants for the 1000 books. Is this it? Yep, that's the one. I actually found it pretty easy this time. Another book I got just for the cover. Love this cover. I absolutely love it. I got like 3 copies of it too. 2 raws and 1 slabbed. I just want to make sure it's right here. It's right here. I absolutely love this cover. Yep. As you see, it tells me, it says you already have that one put in. The other one were the raw covers. This one I got when I heard the movie was coming out. Movie wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. So it definitely had negatives on this one. I shouldn't say negatives. I didn't make money on this one. But you win some and you lose some. One of the best flips I ever did when I first got back into comics, I bought The Boys #1 9.8 autographed by Garth Ennis for a little over $3.90, I believe it was. Sold it about 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. I sold it for $790 within 30 seconds of listing it on eBay, and that is a true story. Couldn't believe it went that fast. I figured I'd put it up real high, nobody will bid on it, just to look at my other stuff I have on there, kind of tie everybody to it, and nope, sold in 30 seconds. I was like, I put it too low. $790 was too low. Another Jean Grey one. I like the cover art in this one also. I got about another 15 books. I'm going to take a break and put my boy to sleep. He's still up. I know he's going to be a pain in the ass tomorrow if I don't get him to bed. Even though he's in the bathroom singing right now. Hawkeye versus Deadpool. I got this one in a big bundle lot I got from England. After all said and done, this book cost me like $15 in the lot. I mean, all the books were minimum of like 70% off I got from this guy that was just trying to get rid of his stuff, and he couldn't sell them where he was at, so I took them all off his hands. That was crazy. I'm not afraid to buy from overseas, so that kind of helps out with a lot of stuff. This is the first Cytolrac. Might have find the right one. A little strange. Sorcerer Supreme. Oh, I'm doing Squatchy. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do a review on that. I think I'm gonna read that tonight and maybe put up a review tomorrow for that. If you guys haven't read it yet, it's one of Squatchy's buddies, and I've heard nothing but great things about it. It's Mars Bots versus Dinosaurs. I think I can't remember the exact name of it. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I just found it again right now, Squatchy, going through these books. So I'm definitely going to read it, but I want to get an autographed copy of that also. See if they do a blank cover and I get some Squatchy art to go with it. Now that would be awesome. All right, 9.6, this one. Amazing Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure this might be the, I'm not for sure. I don't want to speak out and be wrong because you'll get railed on here if you are, but I think this might be like the first Anti-Venom cover. Not 100% for sure, but it's something like that. Now I gotta try to find it. Oh, it might be here. Yeah, maybe it's in here. Oh, the internet's running slow. Here we go. Let's start popping. Yeah, this is it right here. Doesn't say anything or not, but I thought maybe this was the first Ain't I Venom cover. See you later, Disco Bay, Discovery Bay. Everybody call you Disco. I had started calling you Disco now on accident, man. I don't know if I know you well enough to call you Disco yet. Disco has a lot different meaning out in Chicago. People say they're looking for the disco. You better wipe your nose, because that's a disco up here, man. Let me get all these amazing Spider-Mans. I'll do all these in one group. I usually don't try to keep books under 9.4, but I got one here that I got 9.4, and I'll probably never get rid of it. I'd have to have a pretty damn big upgrade for me to get rid of this book in a 9.4. Everybody probably can guess what it is. Yeah. I got this in an 8.0. I know I'm embarrassing. Laugh at me now, guys. Sure, all you guys got 9.8s. That was an 8.5. I'll adjust it when I get this done. And of course, I got both these. Immortal Biggie Shack. We have a band up here that was what was the name of them? Goodyear Pimps. And so they got sued by Goodyear, so they became just the Pimps. I think they're even like on a Mission Impossible soundtrack or something like that. And they had a song about the cocaine disco. It was pretty funny. I actually partied with those guys a few times, and they were crazy as shit. Oops, wrong one. That is not the right one. Damn it. Put the wrong one up there. That was not. That's 9.6. That's better. That's 9.6 also. A lot of clicking going on over here. Yeah, I wasn't for sure because they don't put it on the notes. But yeah, I thought it was, but you know, you say it wrong on here, I'll get, oh, you're so dumb. You don't even know. Get all that fun stuff. This one, I don't know why I have this book. I don't even know where I got this book. But somehow I have this book. I try to, you know, go for just the stuff I really want. And sometimes I just get other stuff. I think this might have been a part of a group of something. Because if I buy something like an auction or something like that, and if I can get free shipping or something else, I'll take a couple cheap books, you know. But this next two books are the reason why I started doing this. Because actually the next three books, because I bought all three of these books about 3 months ago, and I just bought them again on accident because I forgot I had them already. So if I had a database to look at while I'm buying, would help a ton. I know I look like a dummy and play a very good part of one, but I do a lot of background work on my stuff, like the ROI and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys know anything about poker, but well, I guess it works in this kind of field too. But ROI is the return on investment, and you can track some of these books over long term and see which ones have better ROIs or better values to get early, and which ones you can hold off till later on. This one is the first Cree century, so I try not to get any of the really big books until this is a Mad Thinker appearance. But that first Cree century, and this one right here, number 73. I almost bought those from Roman Curtis again, even though I forgot I had it. So, yeah, so that's one of the main reasons I want to start doing the database now. Yeah, I like that century one. When I first saw it, I thought it was the rhino from behind, but it's not. But it kind of looks like the rhino from behind. Yeah, I know I look like a buying crazy machine, but I promise you there is a method to my madness. It may not work out, but there is a method of what I'm doing, I believe. And a lot of my stuff, I've sold off my other collections to get stuff into this collection, because I feel like my baseball, like some of my sporting collection I had, is a little bit more volatile than the card market is. If you look at a lot of these investment these guys put on the big players, it's all about future players, and the past old cards have a very slow growth, where comics growth in the older issues are a lot better. Oh, I don't know if you saw mine there, Spider. My scary story, I had a PGX 9.0, which is terrible right away from PGX. And I was like, and I got it, and it looked like it had a wrinkle on top. So I was like, oh, PGX created a 9.0. And I said, I'm going to get screwed in this thing. And I said, well, I'm going to crack it, send it to my guy. I had my guy E-Rod crack it and send it off for me. After he presses it, he cracks it. It wasn't a wrinkle on the top. The top part was cut, and they put a black marker over the white page so it looks black. I was like, what the hell? And so either PGX greater than 9.0 and knew what they're doing, or their cases are so easily broken into, you could not tell it was broken into. They put the sticks back in and melted it in, which I guess is very easy to do, I found out. So I'll never buy PGX again, just because I get my books graded because I want to trust what's inside there. And that's going to happen. That just takes all the trust out the window, I get my books graded because I don't trust myself to handle them. So I gotta have a company I trust, at least, to do it. So, all right, guys. Well, I got all my stuff put in for a little while. I mean, I'm get off here and try to get some rest. But I'll see all you guys on Slab Sunday. I'll be back up on Slab Sunday. I still got these ones to put in, but I put in all these and all these in today already. So I'll hopefully get those done tomorrow night. I might come on here tomorrow and do it some more, but I had to clean this room. Yeah, did you see? I don't know if you're on fans of me on Instagram or not, but you can look at the pictures. It's crazy how bad I got screwed in that PGX one. And it was a Nova #1 too, so it wasn't like it was that cheap of a book. And the crazy part was when I bought that PGX 9.0, I bought a raw copy off of him. He told me it was a 9.0. And so I'm going to put a guy on blast because fuck that guy. I'm pretty sure he took the 9.0 out of there and sold me the raw copy 9.0 and put a shitty copy in there when he marked it. That's Toad Hall in Rockford, I first started dealing with him when I would buy stuff off of eBay and he'd try to get me on the side. Oh, what's up, Mark? And after that happened, I'll never buy a book from him again, though. I mean, that's too big of a coincidence. He sells me a 9.0 raw one, supposedly, and he sells me a 9.0 PGX one. He even charged me cheaper for the PGX graded one. And I think it's because he knew it was switched out. I don't know if he did it himself or he had somebody else do it, but it was bullshit, you know. And that's Toad Hall and Rockford. They sell on eBay too, so I'd be careful anything you bought off the guy. Just putting it out there. If you don't like it, he can go fuck himself. I'll slap that guy around. I don't give a shit, man. I'm a thug, baby. RCG Collectibles. Real collecting gangster. They're all going to show you, send you one of these, man. But you guys have a good night. I'm glad you guys showed up. Spectre, I'm glad you came in late. I was just putting some books on here and trying to get my slab collection in order. So you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you later. And peace. P, I'll send you one too. Just give me your address on eBay and let me know what size. I mean, on Instagram and let me know your size.